Hello everyone, and welcome to the beginning of your crochet journey. I'm glad that you could join me. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about what we use in crochet. It's very simple. It's a good hobby to get into. It's very portable, where like my sewing and things I can't take around unless I'm hand sewing, but this one I can throw a skeiny yarn and my crochet hook in a tote bag and be on my way wherever it is I need to go. So let's get started with the basics. Here I have 3 different types of crochet hooks. They're all the same size. I'll show you the beginning, or I'll show you the size of them. These are, my light's not working. Let me grab a light too. These are size H. There we go. There we go, boy hooks with size H. If you can see that. H. 8 or 5 millimeter. And all of these are the same size. This one, it's hard to see too, but it's in that little, there we go. Silicone H or 5 millimeter. And then this is another brand that I personally made the handle for. It is H8 or 5 millimeter. So when you're starting a pattern, they will tell you what size crochet hook to use. The reason I have 3 different ones is I've been crocheting for a very long time. I finally found my favorite ones. They're the ones that I customized, fit my hand a little bit better. This is a Susan Bates needle. It's also called an inline needle. I will show you the hook itself is straight. On a typical boy needle, the hook is tapered a little bit. That way, you can see the difference right there. Also, this is tapered, where this isn't. It's kind of just cut into. It also has a sharper edge for the hook to go into. There you go. There's a good comparison. There we go. So these are like the main 2 that you will see a lot of. These are Boye, B-O-Y-E, and these are Susan Bates. Now Clover also makes some. This one's a Clover. It's kind of a mixture of the Boye and the Susan Bates. It doesn't have the taper, but it's not as deep cut as the Susan Bates. These work pretty well. I got a pack of them. They can be pretty expensive. If you just want an inexpensive hobby, these can add up, especially if you get the whole pack. I think it's like, I want to say close to $35–40 for the whole pack. These are cheap at Walmart for like $1 or $2 a piece. So are these. You can find them at Joann's, Michael's, any craft store probably. Alright, this is also a good tool to have. These are called stitch markers. They're a little bit different than your knitting stitch markers. They have to open right here. So these look like a plastic safety pin. You just close it when you are in a stitch, and then when you get to where you need to move it, just open it back up and pop it out of the stitch. You can also use, later on I'll show you, you can also use a piece of thread to hold your mark, or your place, excuse me, your place. You can also use There's all kinds of different ways. Um, a string, a piece of yarn, whatever, but these come in handy. Um, I got these in a cheap crochet kit, and they worked wonders. Starting out, I didn't have them. I didn't know what they were. So, if you're just learning, these will come in handy, and you will think, well, I don't need those. But once you try to crochet in the round, in a circle of a pattern, then you probably will. The next thing is yarn. This is a scrap piece of yarn. I had a blanket made with it, and I just pulled it apart because I didn't know what I wanted to make with it. So I'm going to show you a simple chain with this video, and show you how to hold the hooks. There's different ways to hold the hooks. This is your hobby, your journey, and I want you to feel comfortable how you hold the hook. Don't hold it because I told you or somebody else told you. Hold it the way that you are more comfortable, and that way it becomes more enjoyable for you. Like I said, I built this handle up because these are my favorite needles, but it was like this. This is polymer clay, and I just made designs in polymer clay and rolled it up on the hook and baked it for 10 minutes, and it turned out fun. Super hard, and it works well. It builds up in my hand, so it doesn't make my hand ache as bad. You can also get furl FURL crochet hooks. And they become a little bit pricey too, but they have a bigger handle. They're very comfortable for people that have arthritis but still want to enjoy crochet. Okay, to get on with our chain stitch, I'm going to show you how to tie the knot properly. The reason that I stress and overstress tying the knot properly is because when you get into making patterns or need to use the magic ring, then if you tie the knot the way I'm getting ready to show you, it makes it so much easier to put your stitches in the ring. So right now we're going to work on just the knot. So we're going to put the short tail on 4 fingers. I didn't mean to do that. With 4 fingers, we're going to go back behind our fingers like this. We'll wrap it around 3 fingers and make an X. See clearly my X right there. I'm going to drop that lower or that back long yarn, and I'm either going to go up under and pull this tail through, and then pull tight, and you'll know you made it right if it slides. You want the short tail to move, not the long tail. To hold the long tail, if the short tail moves, you did it correctly. I will do it again. So, wrap it around 4 fingers. Come back, wrap around 3, and make an X. There we go. Here's my X right there. Then you can take your hook and go through that loop too, and grab your yarn and pull through as well. Pull through, hold your tails and pull tight. Drop your short tail and pull. You don't want to pull too tight. It needs to be snug, but it needs to be able to slide on your crochet hook. If it's too tight, it'll squeak. and you know that you have it too tight, then the tighter it is, the more that the yarn is going to fall apart. So you don't want to do that. The twist in the yarn will come apart. So now let's talk about ways to hold your crochet hook. Since this one's already tied on, I'm not going to work with that one. I'll show you on this one. So there's two ways in which to hold your hook. Like I said before, make sure that it's comfortable for you. One is the pencil grip. So you hold it like a pencil. Yes, you can hold it like a pencil. A lot of people do it this way and they're really quick with it. However, I'm not. I can crochet this way, but I'm super, super slow. My grandmother crocheted this way for years, and she had no pain in her wrist. She's now in almost 80 and still has no pain in her wrist, and she crocheted all the time. So this is a good way. Just use your fingers and not your wrists here. Pull it down a little bit so you can see. It's more like handwriting. Builds good dexterity. It's a good therapy if you need to do something like that as well. Also, there's a different hold. It's called the knife hold. So you grab it this way. This is the way I choose to crochet. You move your wrist a little bit more with this one. That's the way I was taught and the way I'm most comfortable. Faster this way. I'm very faster this way than I am the other way. So, however you see fit to hold your crochet hook. I'll show you a hold with this one. I'll hold it here with the pencil grip, or here with the knife grip. And with the built up one, hold it here or here. But because I hold it like this, this helps my fingers more. Do the other side. Okay, now I'm going to show you the yarn. There's several different ways to put tension on your yarn. With your left hand or your right hand, depending on whether you're left or right-handed. This way is one simple way to do it. You hold it in between two fingers and use these to hold your work. So you can squeeze tighter to add more tension. You see that? You squeeze tighter and it won't pull, or it's tighter, and then if I loosen, it comes out through. So that's one way you can hold your thread. I was seeing another lady wrap it around like this. Wrap it around and hold it between under her fingers like this. And hold it with her pinky, and then you can let go with your pinky and it pulls, or you can hold it tight and it makes the yarn tighter. There's one more way, and it's the way that I use it. If you hold your hand flat, you put your yarn over your pinky, under your ring and middle, and over your index fingers. And then bend your three and point your index finger up. This way I can pinch right here to hold my tension, or I can relax and let it go easy across my finger. Like I said, it's up to you what's more comfortable. But make sure that you have extra fingers here to help hold your work, especially when you start, because when you're first starting a project, you don't have much to to weigh it down to just crochet by itself. So you're going to have to figure out a way to anchor your work. So now I'm going to show you how to chain, and this will be, we'll wrap up the video with how to chain. It's a good stopping point to practice chaining and getting all your stitches the same size. So with that, I'm going to, let me zoom in a little bit here. So I'm going to first show you the pencil grip. So you bring your needle in front of your yarn and hook it behind. Twist your hook down and pull through. That's one chain. Do it again. Up and around. Twist your hook down and pull through. Now the reason you twist your hook down instead of sideways is because it'll grab a hold of your loop right there. You don't want to do that. It'll make things a whole lot more complicated. So you want to make sure that you put your hook down when you pull through a loop. So wrap, or that's actually called yarn over. Hook down and pull through. Now I'm going to show you the knife hold, which is the way I hold. And I also use these fingers to kind of help it glide on my hook the way I needed to. So remember, needle in front, yarn in back, yarn over, hook down, pull through. Now if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 5 chains there, but I have my thumb there to hold it, so that really all I need to do is use my right hand to do my chain, or to do my hook. My left hand's doing all the work. But now let's do it again. Yarn over, hook down, pull through. Yarn over, hook down, pull through. Now you don't want to always have your hook down, because you see that it'll slip off. So you need to make sure you rotate your hook. That's the big key in crochet. So you want the hook to you when you yarn over, then hook down and pull through. One more time and we'll wrap up. So yarn over like this, hook down, pull through. Now let's say we want to stop. Okay, I can pull my needle up. I'm sorry, I use needle and hook interchangeably. It's just the way I was taught, and I apologize. But anyway, so now I have this big loop here. That's my stopping place. So when I come back later and put the hook in there, pull my long tail, and get right back to chaining. But let's say I want to count how many hooks I have. They're pretty even. You can see there, they're pretty even. But now I want to count them. There's 2 ways. You'll flip it over and count those little nubs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or you can count the little holes right there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm getting ready for the 9th one. So there you have it. There's a chain. The best way to practice and to get better at chaining, trust me, chaining is used always. In any project I've done so far, chaining is used. So if you practice and perfect your chaining technique, you'll be able to master all the others. Just make sure that you use hook this way and then rotate it down. If you're looking at this one, you always want it facing you and then hooking it down and pull it through your loop. The same goes with this one. Hook two and then hook down when you pull through your loop. So thank you for watching. I hope this tutorial helps someone out there. Come back next time and we'll work on a different stitch. Thank you. Have a great day. Keep looking up.